Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Murray's The English Training Institute. In this video, we are going to tell you how to write Writing Task 1 Academic. You'll be given this question on the day of the exam and a diagram as well. The diagram could be anything, it could be a bar graph, it could be a pie chart, it could be a line graph, it could be a normal flow chart, or anything like that. So now, what is the first thing that we're supposed to do is we have to keep in mind the first line that is given to us. The graph below shows the availability of various sweeteners in the USA from 1966 to 2012. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features. Make comparisons wherever it's relevant. Write in about 150 words. Now, you just have to focus on the very first line. You have to use different words for it. You have to use the words that are synonymous to it. In short, the first step is you have to paraphrase it. Now, the second paragraph would be reporting the main features. Third paragraph would be you have to compare, and the fourth would be conclusion, right? I repeat myself. First would be paraphrasing the line. Second would be you have to report the main features or the main trends. Third would be you have to make comparisons wherever you feel it's required. And fourth is going to be the conclusion. So here you can see the diagram. You have been given honey, edible syrups, corn sweeteners, refined cane and beet sugars, and the total thing. Now the first line is going to be this. The line that is written in bold and dark, it is the line given in the question paper. And the line that is written a little lighter in color, that is the line you have paraphrased. Now it says the graph below. You can write here the line graph below. Shows could be written as represents or describes the availability of various sweeteners, how much sweetener was available in the US, in the United States, from this to this over a period of 45 years. The line graph below represents how much sweetener was available in the US over a period of 45 years. I'm giving you 2 minutes, please go through it. It's not that you have to use these very words, you can use words that you feel are suitable here, right? Take a minute, quickly go through it. Okay, in the second paragraph, please keep one thing in mind. You don't have to write anything that is related or that is written on the y-axis. Now, before I move on to tell you what is y-axis, the line where the years are written, 1966, 71, 1976, this is called as x-axis. And the line where it is written 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, this is y-axis, right? So in the second paragraph, you are not supposed to touch the y-axis, right? You will only specify, only limit yourself to x-axis and the diagram and the trends that are shown. We begin. Now see, there are 4 to 5 things that I mentioned here. I'll go line by line. Let's begin from the top. It's total, right? In total, the availability of sweeteners surged. Surged till which year? Till 2000 approximately. It's missing here. Until around the year 2000, before it declined. Right? Just a line about all these 4. Then we come to refined cane and beet sugars. First, they dropped, right? Till 1986. I'm going slow so that you can see the diagram below. And then they stabilized till the end. Then we come to corn sweeteners. There was a consistent rise in the beginning till the years in 1983 or 84. And then it steadied before beginning to fall around, say, 1999. Earlier, it shows a very steady growth, and then again it falls. And then when you come to the last thing, that is honey and edible syrups, they remained relatively low and kept constant over a period of time. right? These are the main trends where you're supposed to mention, see all the 4 things I have mentioned, but I've mentioned it in a line because I have to keep into consideration the word limit. I've mentioned about the total, then I have mentioned about the refined cane and beet sugars, then corn sweeteners, and then honey and edible syrups. This is how your second paragraph is going to look like. Quickly go through it, please. Here the word 2000 is missing. You can please add it on your own. The availability of sweeteners surged until around the year 2000. If you go line by line, it's going to be easy for you. But if you just go by the paragraphs, it's going to be difficult. Now we move on to the third paragraph where you have to compare. And here you're supposed to write the numbers now. Earlier, I told you no numbers, but now in the third paragraph, you have to write the numbers. Let's see what trends are going on basically. If you see the last thing, honey and edible syrups, they are relatively same throughout the time period. There's no change. Then if you see the corn sweeteners and the refined cane beet sugars, they're showing opposing trends, right? And then they meet at a point here. And we have the total here that you can see very well. Okay, let's begin. From the year 1966 to 1985, cane and beet sugars and corn sweeteners, they followed a very different trend. How? The sugars, they started from 100 and the sweeteners, they started from 18. But 1985, they both clashed at what? 62 pounds. In contrast to sugars and sweeteners, as there is a rise and fall in them, the honey and the syrups, they barely changed. They started at around 15 pounds each, and by the end of the period, they were almost the same. If you know the format, you'll be able to write it nicely. This is how your third paragraph would look like. Take a minute, please. Okay, now we move on to the conclusion. Conclusion would be just a line that sweetener availability in US increased until around this year before decreasing. Now I'm just repeating myself. This is how your thing is going to look like on the day of the exam. First line, paraphrasing. Second line, please remember you don't have to write anything that's there on the x-axis. You just have to tell the trends, dropping, rising, stabilizing, plunging, something like that, right? In the third paragraph, you are supposed to write the numbers, and the fourth paragraph says that's the conclusion. It should be a line. That's it, nothing more than that. I hope I'm clear here. I hope you've all understood the concept, how to write the task. And if you like the video, if you like the thing that is explained here, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.